Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Just a Puzzle Made of Dots and Lines by Jean. So we have standard irregular. We have irregular 6x6 Sudoku rules. Irregular is the regions. We're talking about the regions being an irregular shape. So let's go over what that means. So still in every row and every column, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. But instead of our normal 2x3 boxes, we instead have these bold outline regions. There are still 6 of them, and they are still 6 cells each. And they still have 1 to 6 once each. It's just they're different shapes, and these bold borders tell us what the shape is. All right, we also have these green lines in the grid. These are whisper lines, German whisper lines. Adjacent digits on the line have to have a difference of at least 3. So if this was, say, a 2, this needs to be at least 3 different from 2. So it could be a 5, but it could also be a 6. But it can't be as a 4, because 4 minus 2 is 2. That's not at least 3. And that's true of every pair of adjacent digits on the line. We also have some crop key dots in the grid. We have a singular black dot. This black dot separates digits with a 1 to 2 ratio, meaning 1 is exactly double the other. So if this was 2, this can be 1 because 2 is double 1, or 4 because 4 is double 2. And then the white dots separate consecutive digits. So if this is 4, this could be a 3 or a 5, because it has to be consecutive. Not all the dots are necessarily given. We just say that because the standard crop key constraint, the crop key puzzle itself, which is a different pencil puzzle than Sudoku, but has been incorporated into Sudoku, has all the dots given, meaning if you have 2 of these adjacent without a dot, that means that they can't be consecutive and they can't be 1 to 2 ratio. But that is not true in this puzzle. Not all the dots are necessarily given. So if we do 2, 4 here, there could have been a black dot. If we do 2, 3, there could have been a white dot. That's perfectly fine. That can still be the solution. All right, and that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. Okay, German Whisper hitting most of the cells is a bit interesting. Let's talk about a few properties of German Whispers that may or may not be helpful in this puzzle, but they will be helpful in general as you encounter them. So 6x6 German Whispers, you got to think about it a little bit differently for 9x9, but the concepts are similar. First of all, the 3 and the 4 are kind of special digits because they have only one buddy. The 3 must go next to a 6. There's nothing else it can go next to. And the 4 must go next to a 1. And so how could this, for example, be, sorry, not 6. How could this, for example, be a 3? It would have to be next to a 6 here and next to a 6 here, and they share a region. And so that would not be allowed. And so we can't put, and the same happens for 4. So we can't put 3 or 4 in any of these cells. So these are from 1, 2, 5, 6. If we have a 3 or 4, they're on the outsides, but one of the 3, 4s could live here. But the 3, 4 that doesn't live here is going to be on one of these ends, and it's going to force a 1, 6 to be next to it. But we don't know which one is doing that. We have the same exact thing here. This is 1, 2, 5, 6. That does create a 1, 2, 5, 6 quad here. Basically, 3, 4 can't go here, 3, 4 can't go here. So this is a 3, 4 pair. Okay. What else can we say? Okay, so the other thing that I want to talk about with German Whispers is they swap between low and high. So low being 1, 2, 3, high being 4, 5, 6. So let's say this was a 1, 2, or 3. Well, this cell here could not be a 1, 2, or 3 because they would all be way too close. So we'd have to be at least 4. We'd have to be 4, 5, or 6. So you see we've hopped from the low digit to the high digit. Let's just use that as an example. And if this was 4, 5, 6, we cannot repeat a 4, 5, or 6. They're all too close to each other. And so we'd have to hop back down to 1, 2, 3. Now, it's a bit more subtle than that because, for example, 4 can only go with 1 and things like that. But what we can do is we can color with the knowledge that it's going to alternate. And what we're tracking the alternation of is low and high. Even though we don't know whether green is low or green is high, we know purple is the other one. And so we also know that there are 3 lows and 3 highs in every row, column, and box. And so 3 greens and 3 purples. And so this has to be purple to finish the third purple of our region. And so this does end up being the purple 3, 4. Because if you think about it, we have the purple 1, 2, 5, 6 covered. This is either going to be a 1, 2 pair or a 5, 6 pair, depending on whether purple is low or high. And so then this has to be the 3 or the 4 That's the other lower high that goes with it. So you kind of have the 1-6 class, the 2-5 class, and the 3-4 class. And probably what's going to happen is that this black dot is going to disambiguate it, or one of these white dots, but we'll see. And so we know that the green 3-4 goes in one of these two, and the purple 3-4 is here. Now, purple 3-4 is gone. Where does purple 3-4 go in this region? Because it's here, right? So we can't repeat the purple. Remember, purple 3-4 is going to be a 3 or a 4. It's not a 3 and a 4, right? The purple is just representing, is this the 3 or the 4? We don't know yet. But if purple is low, it's a 3. If purple is high, it's a 4. So we cannot repeat it in this row. There's only one purple 3-4. The other 3-4 is green. And so there's no purple 3-4 here. These can't be 3-4. And so this is the purple 3-4. And that actually lets us color this. This is green, purple, green, purple. And we don't know whether 3-4 is low or high, but we know it has to be next to a 1-6. So now the green 1-6 is gone, meaning this is the green 2-5. This has to be green 3-4, which means this is our green 3-4, which is next to a purple 1-6, meaning this has to be the purple 2-5. And then this is the green 1-2-5-6. And this is a purple 1-2-5-6. Okay, perfect. We already have this 2-5 pair though, right? So these have to be the 1-6s. That 1-6 tells us this is 2-5, and this 1-6 tells us this is 2-5. Hopefully I'm being clear. We're basically, again, we have the classification of the green 1-6 and the purple 1-6. If green 1-6 is 1, purple 1-6 is 6, or the other way around. And then if green 1-6 is 1, then this has to be 2-3. If green 1-6 is 6, then this is 5-4. Hopefully I'm making sense. I want to make sure I'm clear here. Okay, so we got some good coloring done. There might be something here. So these three digits, whatever they are, end up here. Because this region has all of 1 through 6. So it's going to have the purple 3-4, it's going to have the purple 1-6, and it's going to have the green 3-4. And they can't repeat in the column. So they end up over here. Now notice these two digits are consecutive. So they can't involve the purple 1-6, because purple 1-6 is not consecutive with either of these. So this is definitely a 3-4 pair. And now this is where we disambiguate. Because this 3-4, well, yeah, it does disambiguate. This 3-4 can be next to a 6 or a 2. 3 has to go next to 6 because we have to double the 3. We can't have 3, it's an odd number. 4, we can't double it to 8, that's too big, so we have to half it to 2 for the ratio. But notice 2 is not available up here. We need it to be 3-4, 1-6. This is the 1-6, but it can't be 1 because it doesn't work on the black dot. So this has to be 6, 3, and 4. And that 6 tells us that green is low. I am going to actually just use digits here. So this is 1, 2, 3. This is 5, 4, 6. Notice they became actual digits now. This is 6, 5, 4, and this is 1, 3, 2. And now that they have names, this is Deet Deet Dooting in the corner, by the way. The 3 is. Now that they have names, I don't need them to have colors, and we don't have any more German whispers, so there's no point in keeping those colors. All right. So now we just solve the Sudoku. We have this dot here, but other than that, it's just a regular Sudoku. Let's get this pair. We need a 1-6. Let's get this triple. We need, actually, sorry, I was looking at this triple here because we have 1, 3, 4. I noticed the 3 looking in. So that places the 3 here. And then this is a 1-4 pair. And so that leaves a pair here, 2-5. In general, this is 1-2-5. And in general, this is 2-5-6. Does that affect this white dot? I'm not sure. There's a couple options, I think. You know what? Yeah, this can't be 1 or 6, though. So let's think about this. What 2 consecutive digits can this be? Well, let's think about what the lower digit is. So if the lower digit is 1, we could be 1, 2. But this can't be a 1, so we would be 1, 1, 2 this way. And that seems okay. This would be 5, this would be 6. The low digit can't be 2 because we can't do 2, 3. We can't do 3, 4 or 4, 5. So 5, 6 is the other option, and neither of these can be 6. So it actually has to be 1, 2 like this. Gives us the 5 and the 6. Gives us the 4, 1, 2, and 1. We get our 3 and 4, 6 and 1, 5 and 2, and we just got to finish these columns here. This is 4, 6. That's 4, that's 6. This is, we need a 2, which goes here, and we need a 5. And then we need 3 and 5 here. That's 3, that's 5, and we're done. All right, neat puzzle, Gene. I liked the logic there, the regular logic, the way that these German whispers kind of linked together, and how the 3-4 had to get shoved into these corners, but they were different colors. That was really neat. I enjoyed that. And then this step here, where the 3, 4, 6 had to end up here, and the dots told us how that resolved. All right, cool. Well, I enjoyed that. Hope you did too. If you did, then why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.